Yo, what's good? It's your boy Chef Reef. We're back with another video. First, let me thank everybody that liked, comment, subscribed, and shared that last video. Man, I thank you guys, and you know I appreciate it, all right? So last week I didn't do a video. This week, we're coming with a banger, all right? I ain't gonna lie. I had to save a little money last week. So this week, we came bigger and better, all right? We got a brisket. I already trimmed this thing up. I already did everything that I'm gonna do to it, trimmed it to the best of my ability. All right, I ain't no professional, but I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do this thing. This is gonna be a long smoke, low and slow. And also, it's very cold out right now. We're in Pittsburgh. You never know what weather you're gonna get. It is 4 degrees right now. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna start this so that tomorrow, well, today at 1 p.m., I can take this off and wrap it, all right? So, before we get into anything, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Go to my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at chefreef_cooking, no G, all right? And we're going to get into this thing. It's too early in the morning to be taking a drink, so we'll wait until later on when we wrap this thing to take a drink, all right? Let's get into it. All right, y'all. Like I said, I already trimmed this up to the best of my ability. I ain't no professional. I tried to get all the silver skin that I could off of it. We got a little bit more on there, but we got the flat looking good. This is your flat, and this is your point up here, okay? We trimmed it all up, and we got it looking decent. What I'm going to do first, I'm hoping I have enough, but we're going to come with that AP seasoning, that Killer Hogs, all right? You know, this is one of my favorite seasonings. It's a good SPG, and we're gonna hit it with that first, all right? And like I said before, you wanna hit it with a lot of seasoning. It's gonna be hard to over season this. This is a big slab of meat, and in order for you to over season it, you gotta be just ODing, all right? So we're gonna go all over it with that AP seasoning. Okay. And then what we're going to hit it with is that Texas barbecue rodeo rub. That's the brisket rub by PS Seasonings, okay? And this has a good sweetness to it. Has good color, so it's going to form good bark. And you know me, I love PS Seasonings. They make good products. Make sure you guys tag PS Seasonings, man, because I use too many of the products to be not getting paid for it, all right? So we're going to come over, and like I said, you don't got to worry about over seasoning it. You put a nice coat over it. And I'm going to be cooking this flat side down, all right? My fat is going to be up. So that's flat side down, fat up, all right? And that should give that fat a nice time to render down. And all the fat that I cut off of it whenever I was trimming it up, I'm not going to let that go to waste. I'm going to put that in a nice container, and I'm going to let that render down so that later on, whenever I wrap it, this thing gets a lot of that fat juice in it, and it's just super juicy and moist, all right? Super tender too. And we're gonna do this one. You can do it with aluminum, or you can go with your butcher paper. And we're gonna go with butcher paper this time. Okay, so we got the flat side done. What you want to do is try and get this aerodynamic. Run your hand across it. If you feel any hard sides of fat, you want to get those cut up. Okay. So I did my best with this one. It looks good, and like I said, just make it as aerodynamic as you possibly can. Okay. So we're gonna come over the top of that fat side. All right. And I'm gonna put a good coat of this on our fat side. One, because I'm cooking the fat side up, so all that juice from that fat and this seasoning the rub, the bark, or whatever is gonna go down into that meat, all right? So I'm gonna get a good coat of that. It's hard to over season this, man. It really is. Because it's such a big slab of beef, all right? So let me pat that in. And now, gotta come with our PS seasonings, all right? And I'm gonna go right over top of that. And I love that. It's gonna give us our mahogany type bark. And I love it, all right? That's one thing I love is a brisket whenever you cut it open and you can see that smoke ring and you see that super, super dark bark on it, okay? So I'm just gonna pat this in and don't forget your sides. So now I got this thing all hit with rub. I got my counter hit with rub. So we got rub everywhere, all right? What we're gonna do is give this, you should give it about an hour to let it sweat because it's such a big slab of meat. What I'm gonna do is give it about a half hour, maybe 40 minutes to let it sweat, and then we're gonna throw it onto our pellet smoker, all right? See you guys in a bit. All right, y'all, we got this brisket here. It's been sitting here sweating in for about 45 minutes, almost an hour. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this on the smoker. We're gonna run it at about 200 to 190. It's very cold outside. It's about 4 degrees. So I had to boost it up a little bit. So I'm actually running my smoker at 225. That way the inside smoker temperature is actually 200, okay? It's 4 degrees. Wind chill is like -3, okay? So like I said, we're gonna throw this on here, and what I'm gonna do is, you see the point side right here? I'm gonna put that closest to where my heat comes out, all right? And then the flat side is gonna be on the lower, cooler side of the smoker, all right? So I'm not gonna take you guys out to see this. It's a little cold, but in the morning, you guys will see what this is looking like, all right? So I'm gonna throw this on, then show you guys in the morning what it's looking like, all right? All right, you guys, we got the brisket off. It's been on the smoker for 9 hours, going overnight. We've been feeding it all throughout the night. So firstly, let me say this. We got it up to the stall, which is about 170. So what we're gonna do is wrap it. But I'm not doing a full wrap. I'm gonna do the boat because I'm not really happy with the bark that's on the top of here. So I don't wanna wrap it and end up steaming this bark that I do have on there off. So what I'm gonna do is make the boat and just throw a little bit of beef broth in there, and that's gonna help get the tenderness that I want on the lean side, okay? So what you wanna do with this is you wanna bring that up just like this. And we're gonna keep wrapping around. And it's gonna keep the top of our brisket exposed. That way that smoke can keep going on it and I can get a little bit better of a bark on it, because right now I'm not happy. But it's barbecue and everything doesn't go as planned sometimes, so I'm not too worried about it, all right? This thing's got the jiggle though. You look at that, it's got the jiggle, and that's what you want, okay? So we're gonna get this nice and tight around there. Get this up a little bit onto this point a little bit better. All right, see, as you can see, is I got a little bit of moisture right here. Right here, it's a little bit of moisture. So hopefully, while it is in this boat and the bottom is getting tender, that smoke can come over the top of it and it'll give it a little bit better of a bark. So like I said, what I want to do now is I'm just gonna throw a little bit of beef broth in the bottom of here. That way it gives a little bit of moisture down at that bottom for that point. So I'm just coming with a little bit of it, not a lot. And I'm making a mess again, but that's okay. We'll come over here. There we go. Let's wipe this up. And like I said, we're gonna keep this in the smoker. We're gonna crank up the temp just a little bit. I'm gonna try and keep the smoker at about 275 now. It's gonna get that bottom lean meat tender and juicy, and hopefully we can get this bark back. Don't know what we're gonna do with it, but whatever happens, happens, and I'll just be happy to eat some brisket. All right, so let's go. I'll throw that on there, and I'll see you guys after. Y'all, we got this brisket. It's up to temp. It's super, super tender. If you look at it, got that jiggle. And probe testing this thing. Stick it right down through this, the flat, and it's super, super tender, all right? I'm not gonna poke it too many times. Now what you wanna do is let this thing rest. I'm gonna let it rest in my oven. I'm just gonna keep it just like this, sitting in all that juice. I'm gonna let it rest until it gets down to maybe 160, 150, and then we're gonna cut into this thing, all right? Yo, we're back. Got my boy Dustin. He said we got beards and brisket. He's got the beard. Brisket. I got the brisket because I ain't got the beard. But, so we got this brisket done, man. So I'm going to just throw this out there. This was my first brisket. I know I didn't do it perfect, but it takes a little bit of trial and error. You know how this smoking thing goes, all right? So what we're going to do is cut into this.
Let's do it.
And we're going to see what it's hitting for, all right? So what I will tell you is I think the bottom got a little bit too cooked up, but hey.
We won't tell nobody.
We ain't telling nobody, and I'm definitely gonna eat it. All right, so let's turn that down. We're gonna cut this right here off and see what that's looking like.
Sounds delicious.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so it looks good. Like I said, that bottom did get a little bit charred, but
oh,
hey,
look how juicy.
It's got some juice in it, boy. It's got some juice in it. Now let's keep on cutting. Keep on scratching. Okay. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Still got some steam coming off of it, you know? I was a little nervous about this one, man. Everybody's scared of the brisket, and I for sure was scared. All right. Yeah, okay. See, that bottom it's coming apart a little bit just because it's a little overcooked. But I am not worried about it. I'm going to just make these slices a little bit thicker, all right?
We're not hating.
Not hating at all, my boy. All right. Now, okay. Everybody says we gotta do the bend test and everything. You gotta do the bend test with your brisket. Oh, just fell apart. Okay. It fell apart. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You wanna try this, man?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's eat it. Let's take a little. This is the muscle right here. Point. So
look at that.
Look at that.
Cheers, bruh.
Cheers. All right, y'all.
We're back.
Camera died. It's okay. It's all right. But I want to show you guys this right here. Look at that. Like I said, it's super juicy. You can see all that juice coming up out of there.
Oh, look at that.
Only thing is we cooked that bottom just a little too much. It's all right.
Mouth watering.
So what we're going to do is we're going to come right here. And I'm going to hit it right down the middle. Boom. Ooh, okay. Now, we got our fat. Oh, it's kind of just falling apart, bro. It's just falling apart.
Look at that steam.
Ooh. There crazy thing is, it don't feel as hot as I thought it would. All right. I did leave a little bit more fat on here than I wanted to, but it's all rendered down, so I'm fine with it. You know what I mean?
It's flavor.
Yeah. So
None of that.
that's looking good. That's looking real good. You wanna try some of that fat, bro?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's do that. Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
I can taste that PS seasonings, bro. Mmm. That's good. That's good right there. Let's slide this over to all our fat sections. Now, we're gonna hit this. Remember, we got our burnt ends over here. That's good, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
I like that. That rub is good on it, dude. Rub is good on it. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I cut this one a little too thick. Just a little too thick, but it's okay. Oh, okay. That's looking good. Okay. Ooh, baby. Let's see what this is. Right there. Cut that there. Ooh-wee.
Look at that.
Look at that, baby. Look at this way.
Check out that new knife.
I know, right? We just bought this knife. I had to get it. Had to get it.
Have to break it in.
These are some of the burn ends.
Mm.
Those are looking tasty. You want some of that?
Sure.
We got a little barbecue sauce here. I didn't make none, but this is Capital City Mambo sauce. Tastes good, so I'm gonna use it for some of these burn ends. That's looking real good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Got all that fat in there, man. That's good right there. Hey, so first time doing a brisket. So I'll say this, I got room for improvement. Obviously, you're not gonna master anything in barbecue the first time you do it.
So you
But
gotta run with it.
you live and you learn from everything that you do. I got a little bit of knowledge from this one. I know what I'm gonna do on the next one, and you guys will be here for it. All right? How'd you like it? This man's still chewy. Well, how'd you like it? How'd you like it? Give me a little
Flavorful.
flavorful. Okay, okay. It does. It has a lot of flavor. I just think next time I gotta pay a little bit more attention on the cook. Okay.
Nice and tender.
Mm-hmm.
Juicy.
It's not too bad for the first one.
No sir.
Chef Reefs only gonna get bigger, better. This is one of the biggest supporters right here. This is my guy, and I'm always gonna show love to everybody that supports me, bro. I love it. This is my man's. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Go follow me on that Instagram at Chef Reef _cooking no G. Look me up on Facebook, Shari Reef Hutton, and we're gonna keep doing what we do. All right, appreciate y'all. Love you.